5 games down in this afternoon session, 3 more to come here at the International Darts Open, live from the Saxon Arena in Riesa in East Germany, the 7th European Tour event of the PDC calendar for 2016. Jordi Meiwisse. How are we saying it? Meiwisse? Jordi.
We're getting there.
Big Jordi. Big Jordi is through and will face a broken Darrell Gurney in the next round. The winner of that faces the debutant Ryan Meikle, and whoever comes through that is in the quarter-finals, the final session of action. My word, strange things happening in that little section of the draw here at the International Darts Open. But right now, it's an all-Dutch affair. Jeffrey de Zwaan, the Black Cobra, versus the machine gun, Jermaine Wattimena. Two stunning...
We did say so before we started talking about this game, but my God, these guys don't hold any punches back. Here we go. Jermaine Wattimena starting with a treble 20.
100.
The proverbial spotter's night lug, Richard Ashdown. Good luck.
83.
Yeah, I think his powers, his considerable powers, will be tested to the limit over the course of the next potentially 11 legs. And even if it does go 11 legs, it won't take very long.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because a lot of the players, and we talked about Jordi in the last game, it just seems to be a nation of good dart
59.
players, great dart. Just seems to be, that's the...
Well, Jermaine particularly, I mean, de Zwaan has the sort of Michael van Gerwen slowly bringing the arm. Once it hits where it's supposed to be, he gets rid of it very quickly. But Wattimena, just, I mean, he can barely get it out of his hand quickly enough.
100.
The reason he's called the machine gun. And after 12 darts thrown, Jermaine Wattimena is looking at 76 for a hold of throw, and de Zwaan is absolutely nowhere.
Interesting.
44.
Probably go for a treble 8 there. Well, at least I think he was, but flash of an eye. He is down to 32 and isn't in trouble yet.
But he might be now.
He won't be in trouble if he hits double 16. Well, he's got a double 12 all of a sudden, and he does.
Shot on the first leg. Jermaine Wattimena, saying like he's jeopardy to throw first. Game on.
You've got to be a really good referee as well with these guys. Paul Hinks, one of the most experienced on the circuit. He is down to 32 and isn't in trouble yet.
But he might be now.
He won't be in trouble if he hits double 16. Well, he's got a double 12 all of a sudden, and he does.
Shot on the first leg. Jermaine Wattimena, saying like he's jeopardy to throw first. Game on.
You've got to be a really good referee as well with these guys. Paul Hinks, one of the most experienced on the circuit.
58.
Particularly when they start missing big numbers. I can't imagine why. I think Jermaine Wattimena has gone for 16s twice there, and he's ended up hitting the 8s and quite a long way into the 8s.
I wouldn't think that on that shot he would want a treble 8 because that 16 is so inviting to leave a double top shot. He can't hit double top that much. It must be difficult for these guys playing against each other because they were probably geeing each other on last night in qualifying. Next thing you know, the draw comes out and, oh, what do you know? We're playing each other.
59.
Yeah, and Jermaine Wattimena blasting through qualifying. A couple of 6-1 wins against Marius Paul and Janos Vexo. Whereas de Zwaan saw off Roxy James Rodriguez 6-1 and Ron the Bomb Muhlenkamp 6-4.
He's taking out all his friends there. No love lost in that camp now. I think we've talked on a few occasions about fast players either being brilliant or when they're off. It's really accentuated by the fast rhythm. But I think it's a good way of playing because you think less, you just let your natural talent shine through. Just look at what Michael van Gerwen has done. And the best thing about his action is it's so repetitive.
100.
And you can say the same for both Jeffrey de Zwaan and Jermaine Wattimena. Very repetitive. Not a lot can go wrong. It's straight back and through. There's lots of force there. Well, when you've got that force, you can really put them closely together.
88.
Well, sometimes with dart players, you think the best advice they can ever have is just not to think about things. As Wattimena misses the bullseye.
98.
That means de Zwaan can come back to the board looking to hold his throw and go one apiece here, but 98 can be a little bit tricky sometimes now. Oh, double-double?
58.
Yeah, that won't count on his double stats, I'm afraid. It counts as a setup, but double 8. Double 4 for Wattimena.
21.
He's inside again,
Jeffrey, you require 40.
as he was with the double 8. So did Zwaan with that double 19 setup. Now has a shot at tops 4-1-1.
Oh, well, well. Now double 10. Still double 10.
30.
And still the only double he's hit is that double 19 to set it up. Now double 2 for Wattimena. Madhouse. And there it is, it's 2-0. It's an ugly break of throw, but it is a break of throw.
He will not care one iota. He just wants to win legs. And if Jeffrey de Zwaan is going to give him chances, Wattimena is going to take them. I remember he played against, was it Brendan Dolan in Vienna?
Rings a bell.
And they had a really decent game, but Wattimena really found his doubles at the right time in that match.
He has stepped up over the last 9 months or so. This year, Jermaine Wattimena, after sort of dodging around and making up the numbers, he's been having not, stellar success, but significant steps forward. He's still yet to make a quarter-final of a ranking event, but he's made the last 16 3 times this year, which is a stage he hadn't got to before. He's made 4 Euro Tours this year and made the second round of 3 of them. This is his 5th.
85.
And that's he wasn't doing that prior, the last couple of years. So this is a step up for him. And if he can continue that, as long as he's seeing progress, then he'll be confident that things can keep on getting better.
Yeah, since getting his tour card last year, he really has started to settle down. And when you know what is in front of you and you know what you're capable of, you give yourself chances,
30.
which he's just had, and he will have another opportunity to come back and take this leg for a 3-0 lead.
And Jeffrey Zwaan's just not got going.
And this 55.
Not at the races.
32.
Double 16 for Wattimena, and he does pin it this time, and it is 3-0.
Fourth leg is Jeffrey.
It's worth remembering that Jeffrey Zwaan, he's only 20 years old. He's still playing development tour. He's had 3 semi-finals on the development tour this year. He's one of the leading lights of the young guns coming through, and he's part of that little stable of young Dutch players that's mentored by Raymond van Barneveld. Hit 2 9-darters in his career. He's got an incredible amount of talent, but as we often see with young players, the consistency can often be the thing that sets them up. When they're hot, and when they're not...
And he's got a nickname that's worthy of a kickboxer movie.
What a nickname. These are 2 of the greatest nicknames in the game for me. The Black Cobra and the Machine Gun. If you've got a nickname where you could conceivably be a Marvel supervillain, I think you're on the right track.
I think with a nickname like Black Cobra, he's more likely to be part of an enemy faction as opposed to being in the pocket of Captain America.
Yeah, definitely.
55.
Well, Zwaan is down to a finish first, but Wattimena is still favourite for this leg and doesn't want... Yeah, that's very, very high with that last dart.
146.
Leaves him tops, 146. Zwaan may need to take it out, and he might do it. He might do it. What a way to get into the match. Jeffrey de Zwaan, the Black Cobra strikes. 146, treble 19, treble 19, double 16.
That is the way you do it, folks. That is the new school way of doing it. Back in the day, it was a 60, a treble 18, and a double 16. Not anymore. People like to use trebles and double up.
41.
142, 2 treble 17s tops. 146, 2 treble 19s and double 16. That is how it's done now, folks. Get the darts together and then take out 1 shot at a double. Well done, Jeffrey de Zwaan.
Yeah, superb darts, and he needed it. He desperately needed it, and has that just kicked him into gear?
It might just have done that because Wattimena was running away with this match, but now, game on.
81.
Well, we saw Jeffrey de Zwaan make his debut at the World Championship, and he gave Michael Smith a real run for his money in the first round. Michael Smith, who very nearly found himself in the semi-finals. It was
56.
only Raymond van Barneveld who stopped him.
Yeah, Raymond van Barneveld, one person that we really want to have back on the European tour because people love him.
140. Jermaine, you require 164.
All of a sudden, Wattimena's got to take out 164 to get that 3-leg cushion back. 45. But he's not going to do so because de Zwaan,
you require 40.
quick as you like, is back for tops. 10s now. 2 5s. And
Ooh.
busts
No
his
score.
score. If he's going to miss it, that's probably not a
Jermaine
bad
require
miss. But Wattimena,
119.
119, 60 for tops. Not going to leave it.
59. Jeffrey, you require 40.
Well, see if we can do this time, Jeffrey.
Tops for 3-2 and a break back. There it
Game
is,
shot on
bang
the
in the
fifth
middle.
leg.
And a little nod
Jeffrey
from
Zwaan.
Jeffrey Zwaan.
6 leg is Jeffrey to throw first. Game on.
We're back on throw. All of a sudden, a 3-0 game is now right on throw. We don't know who's going to win. This is pretty even. We're seeing the beautiful part of
70.
the quick game, but we're seeing the ugly side as well sometimes with some errant darts. That's the beautiful thing about it. You just don't know what you're going to get from these guys.
140.
Not like Run Seal. They don't do exactly what it says on the tin, but I think the unpredictability sometimes is one of the reasons why we
40.
love this game so much and why we keep watching it.
Oh, it's certainly a very difficult weekend to call with the news that we've had
100.
coming into this first day. Not only did James Wade withdraw late, struggling with a virus that he had out in Australia, but Michael van Gerwen, the man who has
80.
won by far the most European Tour titles, he streaks ahead of everybody else. He has withdrawn the world number
81.
one. He's got a medical problem as well. It's like an ankle injury. We don't know if number 16, Daryl Gurney, is going to be... He's declared himself fit to play, but we don't know how...
133.
what sort of state he's in. This is anybody's title.
140.
And again, Wattimena leaves himself 180, fires in the ton 40.
Well, this time Jeffrey Zwaan cannot take out the shot when Wattimena is stuck on a double.
95.
So Wattimena, just to clean it up, 2 10s. 2 10s he gets.
6 leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
And he's broken
7
back.
leg is Jermaine to throw first.
So now he was
Game
3-0
on.
up, now he's 4-2 up.
Well, the winner of this one goes through to
99.
face the number 4 seed and one of the favourites for the title this weekend, Dave Chisnell. Massive 180 hitter and a man who's been
78.
very, very consistent on the European Tour this year. Made a couple of finals.
140.
What's really interesting is that with Van Gerwen's withdrawal, we're looking at 2 guys
Who
who can do that, that's for sure. 2 guys like Wright and Chisnell, who have been denied so
98.
many times by Van Gerwen over the last couple of years. Maybe this is the weekend where they can say it right. He's not here. Time to put my stamp on a tournament and put myself on the honour roll. because
Jermaine,
he's
you
not here.
require 164.
Well, Zwaan has left 162. That means Wattimena gets 6 darts from here, and he'll stay on the treble 18.
96.
That would have left double 16.
And what can he leave? A 130 would be beautiful. Bullseye. Bullseye treble 14 are his targets. That's not bad.
105.
Not bad
Jermaine, you
whatsoever.
require 68.
Big moment this. Tops. Doesn't
48.
get it.
Jeffrey, you
Zwaan
require 57.
for what would be a 3rd consecutive break of throw in this match. 17 for double top for 4-3. Just in the 17. Double 10. Ooh,
47.
long way off.
That's the
Jermaine,
second
you
time he's
require
gone for double 10
20.
and pulled it about an inch left. So, double 5 now for Wattimena.
Game shot on the 7th
Not
leg.
even close to the
Jermaine
wire.
Wattimena.
Right in the middle.
8th leg is Jeffrey to throw first.
And he's got that 3-leg
Game on.
cushion back again.
Well, he has had opportunities, Jeffrey Zwaan, but he's only hitting, well, yeah, 1 in 5 of his
46.
darts at double, and you're going to have to score phenomenally if you're going to win games with that sort of checkout percentage. 1 in 3 is not
140.
stunning from Jermaine Wattimena by any stretch of the imagination, but it is the finishing that has let Jeffrey Zwaan down, despite the fact he took out that incredible 146.
40.
Well, many years ago, people used to say 1 dart in 3 on double stats was very, very good. Nowadays,
43.
they're looking at 1 and 2.
Yeah.
50% is where people want to be at all the time. You get the odd 67%, you know, people have silly games where they get up to 82s
60.
and 85s. And you get ridiculous one-offs like Simon Whitlock in the Premier League where he had 100% over the course, I think it was
58.
8 or 9 legs. But these days, 20% is not going to be good enough to win matches especially when they're scoring the way that Jermaine Wattimena is.
43.
Yeah, and it's fair to say that neither of these guys have really, been hammering the treble 20 as much as they would like, but 8 140 plus scores from Jermaine Wattimena compared to, well, he's had 3 180s, Jeffrey de Zwaan, but other than that, he's not done a great deal in the scoring stakes. This is a bit better. He sneaks one in, raises the eyebrow.
160.
Oh, now.
96.
Sneaky feeling he was going to have a poker tops there. He was sitting lovely in the treble 20, but he's coming back for 64, and he's going to be under pressure if
85.
only if de Zwaan hits another 60, but he didn't. But next thing you know, he's 2 double 16s, double 8, and he's got it. It's a little different, but it's very effective. And next thing you know, Jermaine Wattimena is through to the next round, and Jeffrey de Zwaan is gone.
Yeah, the machine gun wins the Battle of the Dutchman. He will face Dave Chesnell in the next round. We've got 2 more games coming up from the afternoon session. Ronnie Huybrechts, the Belgian, takes on Frosty the Throwman in the final game of the afternoon. But coming up now, it is Mike Holtz, one of the host nation qualifiers who came through last night. He'll be hoping on his European Tour debut that he can get past Michael Barnard, a former World Youth Master. We'll grab a quick couple of words with Jermaine, I think. And then the action continues here at the International Darts Open.
Alle Darts mitnehmen, das ist wichtig. Jermaine, komm. Yeah, okay. Just one question, perhaps. Dave Chesnell is your next opponent. You played him on the European Tour this year, so but you beat him once.
I beat him last year with the Open qualifiers, but I see what happens tomorrow. Now I will relax and take some drink.
And he's throwing fast, and I'm sure you like that.
I like that. Yeah, sure.
That's good. So, thank you very much. See you tomorrow again. Jermaine Wattimena.